Hello, my dear friends. Very good evening to all of you. Welcome to day 7 of the series. Today in this series, we will discuss the important questions from budget that was presented today only. So we have framed some questions on the important points from the budget. So let's start the series. And one more suggestion is there. If you have not watched this series, that RBI Grade B source and resource, then go through this video. It will help you out to plan for your 2024 examination. All right. So in this video, we have discussed the what is the source of your RBI Grade B examination 2023 questions. What is the source of questions for your uh, Grade B 2023? Okay, and if you will understand the source of the questions, that where the questions had been framed for your 2023 examination, then you can easily manage that how you need to cover the newspaper articles or the PIV sections or the schemes portion in order to score 40 to 45 marks. In fact, more than you can score more than 45 marks in GA only. If you will understand, if you will be able to decode the source. You will decode the source of the questions from where uh, RBI is framing its GA questions. All right. So go through this series. It will definitely going to help you. So let's see the first question regarding Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So what is the question? Government has allocated 4,000 crore for credit-linked subsidy schemes under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban 2.0. So the Indian government has reinstated interest subsidy under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban 2.0 and allocated 4,000 crore for credit linked subsidy scheme CLSS. The scheme which provides the subsidized, this scheme, what is the function of this scheme? Is providing subsidized home loans based on income, is being implemented through three verticals. Remember these three verticals: beneficiary led construction or enhancement, affordable housing in partnership, and in situ slum redevelopment. According to the Union Housing and Finance Affairs Ministry, the interest subsidy came in subsidy scheme can soon be availed by economically weaker sections, low income groups, and middle income groups, MIGs. According to the budgetary document of 2024, you need to tell me that how much money is being allocated for EWS and low income groups to construct housing under the CLSS in urban areas, and how much money is being allocated for MIG group, middle income group, to construct houses in houses. All right. So, which is the correct option? Option A is incorrect, B is incorrect, C is the correct option. Rupees 3,000 crore. Out of this 4,000, 3,000 crore has been allocated for EWS and LIG to construct houses in urban areas. However, 1,000 crore is being allocated for MIG groups, middle income groups. All right. And additional information is there under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana 2.0. Housing needs of 1 crore urban poor and middle class families will be addressed with an investment of around 10 lakh crore. Okay, and this will include the central assistance of 2.2 lakh crore in the next 5 years. In budgetary 2024-25, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban has been allocated 30,000 crore, an increase of 20.19% from last year budget. Remember, 30,000 crore has been allocated for this Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban, which is 20%, which is a hike of 20.19% from the last year budget, and 4,000 under this credit linked subsidy scheme. All right, let's move on to the another question. See, Finance Minister reduces the corporate tax rate on foreign companies. So, Modi 3.0 first budget aimed to boost the India's. What is the reason behind this reduction? You need to identify what is the reason behind this reduction of the corporate tax for foreign companies. Here it is written that aim to boost the India's economy to cutting tax rates for foreign companies, attracting more overseas investors. In order to attract more overseas investors, okay, amidst the global supply chain shift from China. India wants to shift the supply chain from China to India actually. The move aligns with the India's goal to reach 5 trillion economy, emphasizing FDI and positioning India as global manufacturing hub. Okay. India's ambitious vision to become a global manufacturing hub relies on the comprehensive approach, including policies like PLI, corporate lower corporate tax rates, infrastructure developments. To attract the foreign capital of our development needs, the budget has been proposed to reduce the tax chargeable on income of the foreign company from 40 to 35%. All right, from 40 to 35%. Remember this figure, 40 to 35% over the income of foreign companies. So India attracts the alternative for the manufacturers. You can go through this. That was the goal. The government aims to draw $110 billion in FDI annually over the next 7 years. Okay, over the next, compared to an average $70 billion in the past 5 years. We have an average of $70 billion, but we are aiming to attract 110 billion dollar in the next 7 years. Okay, because we have to achieve this target, our target of $5 trillion economy. So let's see the third question of the series. See, capital expenditure, regarding the capital expenditure, 11 lakh crore. It is not 11 lakh, 11 111 triple one. This much is, this one is the figure. Okay, so India's capex, capital expenditure for financial year 24 kept at was kept at 10 lakh crore, and we have seen it was there in last year, and we have seen a sharp jump of 37% from 7.3 lakh crore in financial year 23. Okay, between F1 21 and 22, the capex grew by 4.1 lakh crore to 5.9 lakh crore. We have seen this. Capital expenditure of the capex means spending on infrastructure projects such as roads and railways, the major projects. In budget 2024, Nirmala Sitharaman had raised the capex by 11.1%. Earlier it was 10 lakh crore and it has been raised to 11.1% year on year to this much, 11,11,111 crore, which is how much you need to identify, which is how much percentage of the GDP. All right, so it is 3.1% of the GDP. It is also written 3%, 3.4, sorry, 3.4% of the GDP, 3.4% of the GDP, and 11.1% rise. Okay, in the capital expenditure. And these capital expenditure are actually they are the driver of growth on jobs, because it basically focuses on major projects like roads, railways. Okay, so it is very necessary to boost the expenditure in capital, larger projects. Okay, so let's see the fourth number question. Government estimates 50,000 crore from disinvestment. This is the question. So government has been estimating to collect 50,000 crore from where? From disinvestment and asset monetization in the current fiscal, as per the DIPAM secretary Tuhin Kanta Pandey has said. Okay, you can remember the name of the secretary as well. Besides this, the government estimates a total of 56,260 crore dividends from central public sector enterprises. See, remember this fact also, 56,260 crore dividend from central public sector entities, more than 48,000 crore that was estimated in interim budget that appeared in Feb. Okay, Feb 2024. The budget also estimates that dividend from RBI, banks and financial institutions will be how much crore in FY 25. So it is estimating that we will collect double. Okay, double of what we have collected last year. So this is the correct option here. It is A, 50,000 crore, and we are estimating 2,32,874 crore from as a dividend from RBI, banks and financial institutions. Okay, you need to remember this. And one announcement I would like to say regarding the crash course that Clarity for SEO has launched for you in just 999. Okay, and the benefits that we are providing in this crash course you can see over here. See, we are providing the current affairs, the weekly current affairs that we are covering in our regular courses, the recorded classes of these weekly current affairs. Okay, completely based on the analysis of newspaper. Okay, there is no other sources, newspaper and PIB. Apart from that, we will provide the PDF also, PDF of this current affairs, and we are going to provide 10 full length tests in this series. We will provide you 10 full length tests, 200 marks tests, means GA plus QRE. Okay, high level full length test. Apart from that, we will provide you the recorded classes of RBI circular, and since January regarding the RBI notification and the annual report, the recorded classes as well as the PDF. All right, everything we are going to give you in just 999. So if you have not gone through this course, then do buy this course. All right, and this will definitely going to boost your confidence in your RBI 2024 examination. So let's see the last question of the series. Question number 5. The government on Tuesday, means today only, announced 3 lakh three schemes to boost the employment through retirement fund body, EPFO. Okay, for new entrants in the organized sector with total central outlay of 1.01 lakh crore. Remember this figure, 1.007 lakh crore. Okay, so in her budget, means in the budget of finance minister speech in Lok Sabha, finance minister has said that our government will implement 3 schemes for employment linked incentives, ELI, as part of prime minister's package. So what is the correct bifurcation of the 3 schemes? There is 3 schemes: scheme A, scheme B, and scheme C. You need to decide the correct bifurcation, that how much money has been allocated out of this 1.07 lakh crore to scheme A, scheme B, and scheme C. So here, without wasting much of the time, I will tell you the right option is the correct option. 23,000 crore for scheme A, 52,000 crore for scheme B, 32,000 crore for scheme C. All right. And if you don't know about the schemes, what is scheme A, then you can go through here. Scheme A will provide 1 month wage to all the persons newly entering to the workforce in all formal sectors. Okay, scheme A is dedicated for that. Scheme B is dedicated for job creation in manufacturing while incentivizing additional employment in the manufacturing sector linked to employment of first time employees. And scheme C for the support of employers will cover additional employment in all sectors. Okay, so that's all for today. Again, I'm telling you, if you have not gone through this series, do attend this series. Then you will understand that what is the source, what will be the source of questions for your RBI Grade B examination 2024. This series will help you to decode the source for your upcoming examination. Thank you for today. Thank you very much.